Hello there, everybody. What a delight to spend Tuesday afternoon with you. This is Elaine Bartlett, your hostess of the Purple Portal, a happy radio show kind of directed toward cosmic information, because there certainly is enough of the stale, boring, frightening information on the planet right now. So together we hold hands and kind of go into the Purple Portal and just celebrate all the goodness within each one of us without being a tutti-frutti goody two-shoes. Because even in our tutti-fruitiness, life can be pretty sucky at times, pretty challenging. So we still have to hold hands even tighter. And I do want to remember this time to give you some information if you'd like to call in, because I'm going to be here with you for 2 hours. So we're going to be talking about a lot today. One of the things is kind of the helpful directions that can kind of save you from getting yourself in hot water. So the number is 321-806-3159. And you need to go to my website at times, higherconsciousness.com. And that higher is spelled like the hierarchy, HIERCONSCIOUSNESS. And if you need to just drop me a line, go to purpleportal777@gmail.com. I did put out on my email this morning that went out to you folks that if you can't get through today, or just are too shy, or you're not listening to it live, you're welcome to drop me a line and ask, what are my 4 lucky zones? And I'll tell you. It will hardly cost you anything other than just your time and my time. So remember, call in, phone in, write in, do whatever you want. The purpose here is let's stay connected. Let's become one. And before I get too far into the show, I do see I have a caller. So hi there.
Hi, Elaine. It's Gloria.
Hi, Gloria. Happy New Year.
I powered through and I made it.
You did. You did. Are you at work?
I am. Taking a little break. It's all good.
Okay, great. Good stuff. Do you remember your lucky zones?
My generating, yeah, I do.
Okay, good. Excellent.
So what did you need to know? Like my breath, my health?
Yeah. So what are you? Okay, I'm going to see. Gloria's calling in, and Gloria has studied with me over the past. So Gloria actually knows what trigram she resonates to in feng shui, and that's just because she's learned it and has remembered it. So Gloria, what trigram are you?
Well, I actually have a cheat sheet, so.
Okay, good.
Do you mean like soon? Like soon?
Yes. Are you sun
right?
southeast? Is that what you are?
Southeast. That's me. Yep.
Okay, good. So Gloria is telling us the energy field that her spirit is resonating to, first and foremost, in this lifetime. It's direction known as southeast, and southeast has to do with what is called small wood or wind, and has to do with self-worth and self-esteem and your net worth and your net worth esteem. So oftentimes people with the southeast as their predominant trigram, they're really trying in this lifetime to reestablish a baseline of self-worth and self-esteem and to accumulate some money. And it's not always the easiest thing for any of the trigrams in certain years, but the southeast, oddly, it's either their biggest, like they're just all energized to do that, and they will also generally learn a trade that allows them to make a good income. So Gloria's, because she is this sun southeast, her strongest energy field is the north. If she's feeling sick and needs a cup of tea and needs to recover, she should go sit in the south. And if there's a relationship problem, it's going to...
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Hello. Yeah, well, the east is Gloria's relationship area, and the east this year is extraordinarily vulnerable, and that's going to exacerbate any relationship issues. How lovely is that? And the reason is, Gloria, it's right opposite the West, which is the Grand Duke. So that's where a lot of the stuff is going to come at you. And so the object of the game is going to be to kind of make sure that East is as safe as it can be.
Okay.
And there you'd have to add some fire into the East to keep it safe, which could be a candle, it could be something red, something pointed. That's all fire.
Okay.
So, but you want to be careful just because you want to be careful of your mouth.
My mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting ahead of itself.
Which I'm failing miserably at, but I'm trying.
Okay.
I look forward to Tuesdays.
Yeah. Well, I used to in the old days, and I still do. I used to hold out an empty hand saying, now, I want you to take this, Gloria, and imagine that there is a whole roll of lovely golden tape in the hand. And you just take that and put it in your pocket and rip off pieces as needed. Mm-hmm.
You know I need a visual. That's always good.
Yeah, that's a good visual for some. And just tape that mouth shut, because I think our mouth is going to do more harm this year than ever before, as long as I've been teaching feng shui, because the attitude and the feeling level on the planet is so militant right now. You know, I woke up this morning and for some reason, this whole marching thing, it's discordant for my temperament. And I know some people, they have to do it. It's all right, whatever. But I woke up thinking about the word march. And not the month, the actual, we're marching on Washington or wherever else they feel impelled to march. March, the first three letters are MAR, which is derived from Mars, the planet Mars. Militant, angry, rage-filled, aggressive, combative. And I thought, geez, maybe I should, form a group that we have like a Venus stroll or something a whole lot happier than this marching thing, which is destined to harm people and split them. So it's all part of, circle back to your mouth, kid. It's all part of learning to, just back it down and knowing that there's a problem with it this year, That's the biggest help sometimes. Know that, there's a problem.
Right.
So no digging in the east and no digging in the southeast. Those are two vulnerable areas for you this year.
Okay.
Yeah. And your total loss area, are you ready? Total loss. Now what I'm doing is here, so I've said to you in the email this morning, everybody, I would tell you your lucky zones, but there are four unlucky zones as well. So I've jumped right down to Gloria's total loss area based on her year of birth, and that is the Northeast. Now, interestingly, this year, the Northeast is not under attack. So it's like, okay, so I'm kind of giving you a point, because otherwise, last year it was totally under attack, and you would have had some physical health problems. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so my current door is facing the northeast.
Oh, the door's facing the northeast? Add a little fire there. Add some fire. Okay? So when I say to somebody, add fire, it's an element we're talking about. I'm not suggesting that Gloria have, a whole rush of fireworks at her front door. Adding fire is something pointed. It's something that is, or something that is red. It is something that is sharp. It is something that is basically just the color red or purple. Purple can be used as well. So here you see for Gloria, and I'm trying to use Gloria as an example for all of you. When you hear you need some fire, how could you accomplish it? So
I could do a red doormat inside?
Absolutely. There she had it, a red doormat inside. Or let's suppose, she just bought a brand new mat and she's not going to go spend more money on the next mat. She could take a piece of red construction paper and actually stick it under the doormat. So, you don't need candles burning, although at times, and this of course now fine tunes it, but on a month where there's even more conflict in someone's life, yeah, light the candle. Just leave it there.
Good.
Okay. All right. You get to go back to work now, but keep your mouth closed.
Thank you, and I'll keep listening. Love hearing you every week.
Thank you so much for calling in, Gloria. Good to talk to you always.
Same here. Happy spring. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. And speaking of happy spring, we've actually entered the first month of spring, which is Tiger Month. And we actually entered that on the 3rd of February. That's true. And so it's called Wood is Rising Now. So indeed, Gloria is right, saying happy spring. In our culture, in the Western culture, we think spring is based on the spring equinox. But Mama Earth is first and foremost. And when that chi or energy starts rising, then it's spring, and so we're actually in it. And it's a good, strong month. Always the beginning is always good. Okay, so I do want to just tell you a little bit on some cosmic levels here, because some interesting things have happened today. Today in the galactic calendar. Now, I've not spoken too much of the galactic calendar recently, but we actually started a new galactic moon today. And it's a huge portal. It's actually called a galactic portal. So when you're hearing things from within yourself today, believe it. You're not crazy. You're not imagining it. And you're not making it up. So today is called a blue crystal eagle for the day. But this galactic opening, they always intrigue me. There happens to be 5 galactic openings this month. And it's such an opportunity for you to go a little deeper in your meditation or your contemplation. But it's talking about the word integrity and trying to figure out how can you take advantage, or actually, what does this moon mean? And here's the thing. And it speaks volumes, because I know some of you, many of you that are trying to be more consciously conscious, you're aware that something's in the air. You don't know whether it's good or bad. You don't know whether the other shoe's got to fall. But still, even though we've stepped into the new frequencies now a few times over with New Year's, there's still almost this thing hanging over us. Well, here's what's happening. Third dimensional reality is being arranged to catapult you and I into a new level of consciousness. This is huge, and we're not quite there yet. And when I watch large groups of people, whether it be at a sporting thing or any large group, I really kind of get nervous because the level of consciousness is so low. So what we're supposed to do now is maintain awareness. And maintaining awareness of the bigger picture, actually, it's never been more important than it is right now. There is a bigger picture. So if you're only tuning in on the small minutia of life, and this isn't correct, and I don't like this, and I don't like that, and you're really focusing on the minutia, and you're missing the bigger picture. The bigger picture is this planet is part of a galactic pattern that is being moved into a higher frequency. So the old